What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, It is your boy, Trey Sense, and we got another review for you here on the channel. So, I don't remember his name, but I had a sub comment. I was on the home wrecker video, which is probably my most successful video to date. Go figure. He said, do you think you could do a home wrecker video for people going back to college? So I said, I can work on that. Before I get into this though, I need something from you. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video. And if you haven't already, sub to the channel. I gotta tell you, you guys have been killing it. The last couple of weeks, we are up over 400 subs. We just hit the 4,000 mark. We're almost at 4,500 subs now. By the time you see this video, we will probably be at 4,500 subs. So 5,000 is just around the corner. Let's go. So if it's not asking too much, like this video, share this video, and sub to the channel. All of that's free, won't cost you a dime. So I thought about it and I said, okay, what would be my criteria if I thought about college students? And I thought, one, financially strapped during college. So the fragrance has to be affordable. Needs to be a fragrance that's pretty readily available. Needs to be a fragrance that's mass appealing. Needs to be a fragrance that's pretty easy to get your hands on. Doesn't need to be anything that you have to search near and far to get, because I mean, college students are busy trying to get their lesson, trying to get them books. So I came up with 7 that I think would work great on any college campus, or if in high school. Same situation apply. High school kids don't have a lot of money, and parents don't want to spend a lot of money on fragrances. Lord knows they're spending a lot of money on everything else. So I managed to come up with 7 that I think will be great for your high school kid or your college kid. This one may be a little bit advanced, but it's too good for the price not to put in any video. And it is from the house of Lattafa. And it is Aside. And I haven't had this very long. This is a cool weather banger. I wore it in the middle of the summer when I got it, and I absolutely love this fragrance. It is Lattafa's rendition of Dior Savage Elixir, and it's pretty doggone close. It may not be a 1-to-1. There's going to be some people that like this better. But what you have with this fragrance, I think this would go great on a cool night. You got your hoodie. Football season's fixing to kick off. It's going to be a while before it gets cool in Alabama. But still, football season's fixing to kick off. So whether you're going to a college game or a high school game, I think spraying this on your hoodie, your team apparel, and hitting the stands or the bleachers or wherever you're going to be, I think it will get you noticed. I think it will get you some attention. I don't think many of your peers will be rocking this. So from the house of Lattafa, it is Aside, and this is a really, really nice fragrance for the price. I got it for $12 on Mercari. After shipping and everything, it was just over $20. Lattafa Aside, great. It's still warm, and the kids in Alabama are back in school. I think all of them by the end of this week will be back in school. So this is one that I think you can pick up relatively cheap, especially if you shop right, if you do some Mercari shopping or some bargain bin shopping, or just, Fragrance Net, Fragrance X. I think you will be able to pick this fragrance up. Mine is the absolute ugliest bottle in the world because I took the faux leather off. From the house of Mont Blanc. It is Mont Blanc. What is this? Mont Blanc Explorer. Mont Blanc Explorer. I went blank because I was looking at it, I'm thinking, what is it? So, and this, for those who don't know, it is a Creed Aventus clone. And I'm going to give you some other alternatives to these houses as well. So, which this is a Creed Aventus clone. And is it close? Yes. It is. It's pretty close. But nonetheless, it's a good smelling fragrance on its own. It's a compliment getting fragrance. It's crowd appealing, crowd pleasing, mass appealing type of scent. Just easy to wear. This is when your homeboys are going to want to borrow. And off of the skin from a distance, yeah, people are going to think, well, I'm not saying that they're going to think that you're wearing Creed Aventus. You may have one or two say, is that Creed Aventus? I doubt it, but it's possible. But nonetheless, it is a good smelling fragrance on its own, and that's the reason that you should buy it. Mont Blanc makes really good fragrances. I'll give you two more from the house of Mont Blanc that you may be able to pick up that are crowd pleasing, mass appealing. The original Mont Blanc Legend is good, and Mont Blanc Legend Red is good. And if you actually, Christmas time coming up, if you want something for Christmas, Mont Blanc Legend Blue is really, really good. It is by the end of the year, it should be at discounters. Those are two really good alternatives to I keep forgetting the name of this because it's bottle. Mont Blanc Legend Explorer. Mont Blanc Explorer, not Legend. Mont Blanc Explorer. Again, man, I had to take that faux leather off or whatever it is because it just smelled like smoke. I bought it used, but glad to have it in my collection. Okay, where do I go now? From the house of Banana Republic, it is tobacco and tonka bean. And this one right here, man, this is just a nice, smooth, unisex type of fragrance. It's very smooth. It's very seductive. It's a little bit alluring. It gives me Tom Ford vibes. It gives me Noir Extreme vibes. It really, really does. I think this is a really good fragrance. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. And it's good. For the money that you're going to pay for this, it's a gem of a scent for the money that you're going to pay for it. Now, also from Banana Republic, you can get Neroli Woods. You can get Vintage Green. What is it? Vintage Green 78. That's a good one. You can get Metal Rains. That's a good one. You can get Grassland. Those are all good. You could get Oud Mosaic. I mean, there's several from Banana Republic that you can get. I would start, we're talking college and high school, I would start with Grassland, Metal Rain, and then maybe Vintage Green. Vintage Green. Yeah, I think those would be a pretty good place to start. This is tobacco and tonka bean. They have another one, cherry, and what is it? I can't think of the name of it. I bought that one and gave it away. It just wasn't for me. I may pick it up again, but who knows. But this one is nice, very seductive fragrance. And it does remind me of Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. Is it a 100% clone? No, it's not. It'll give you the same vibe and the same energy. But I think this will be great for a high school student or great for a college kid on a budget. This next one is from the house of Dolce and Gabbana, and it is the original date night fragrance. It is the one. It is the one. And you see the levels I've put in this? There you go. Now, oh, this smells so good. I get great longevity and performance out of this. Some people don't. I do, but I spray my hoodies and things like that when I wear this. Ultimate Cuddle scent. This just smells good. This just smells good. This just smells good. Now, of course, alternatives would be the One EDP, which most people prefer. I think I may actually prefer this one. I guess it matters, but the One EDP is good. Dolce & Gabbana, the One Gray is good. Dolce & Gabbana Summer Vibes is a good one. Dolce & Gabbana, or Light Blue Summer Vibes. Light Blue Intense is a good one. There's several from the house of Dolce & Gabbana that I think would be high school appropriate or college appropriate. So, you know, don't shy away from the house, but this is a great place to start because I've seen bottles of this very, very cheap on Macari, 30 bucks or so for 100 ml, because I don't know why people just want to get rid of it. It was a very common fragrance. And I'll even throw this one in there for free. Well, no, it's been discontinued. I was going to say Vera Wang for men. if you couldn't find this one, but the Vera Wang for men is probably going to be harder to find than this one. But nonetheless, it's a great smelling fragrance from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. It is the one, and it is a sweet, boozy, very, very smooth, quaint, charming little fragrance. But I like it. That's 4. Let's go to this house, one of my favorite houses. And this is one I have not had in my collection long, but when I wore this, I got several compliments. The house is Polo, and it is Polo Blue Parfum. And this is a great little fragrance, very smooth, very blue, very crisp. You get little notes of citrus popping up in there. Performance is not the best, but again, you're talking about school, you're talking about classrooms, so you don't want a fragrance that's just going to blow you down. You know, the people are going to just be like, oh my gosh, you know, TJ, that Trey Jr. wears too much cologne. Not that it's ever bothered me for people to say that. My thing is, there's worse things you could be complaining about. So if you're complaining about my smell, whatever. Definitely falls in the line of Polo Blue. Fresh, crisp. It just smells like a nice white t-shirt or a nice t-shirt and some jeans. Doesn't come across as if you're trying too hard. It's not over masculine. It doesn't come across as if you're trying to overdo it and that you're trying to be that guy. It just comes across fresh, crisp, clean, very easy with a blue kiss. So from the house of Polo, it is Polo Blue, Polo Deep Blue, Polo Ultra Blue, Polo Gold Blend, and then we can switch it up a little bit. Polo Red EDT, Polo Red EDP, Polo Red Parfum. Any of those I think would also be great for the same setting, the same situation. Ralph Club EDP, Ralph Club Parfum, Ralph Club Elixir, all of those I think would be great for a high school kid, especially Ralph Club, the original. I think that would be really, really good for a high school or college kid. And you can pick that up again, places like Macari and Fragrance X and Fragrance Net. You can pick up those fragrances for a little bit of nothing if you shop right and play your cards right and wait. Yeah. The next one on this list is one of the king of blue fragrances, not blue other than Bleu de Chanel. It's from the house of Versace, and it is Dylan Blue. And this is another one that you can pick up for a little of nothing if you play your cards right. And oh my goodness, this is one of those winter, summer, spring, or fall fragrances. I think it will bang out anytime that you get ready to wear this. I think you can dress it up, you can dress it down. I think it goes great with khakis and very casual wear. Great with hoodies. It's just the type of scent that's just easy. There's no other way to describe it. It's an easy fragrance. It can be a little bit strong, but it's easy to find. It's affordable. It's all over Macari discounted. It's all over Fragrance X, Fragrance Net. You could probably get 100 ml bottle of this for under $50 easily. I'm gonna say you could probably find a bottle for 40, and that's the 100 ml. And if you wanted a smaller bottle, you could easily do that. Yeah. Yeah, from the house of Versace, it is Dylan Blue, and mine is about halfway full. And I've had 3 or 4 bottles of this over the years, and then I'll end up getting one in a trade or something, and then I'll sell it or whatever. But nonetheless, it's a very good fragrance. Definitely high school approved, definitely college approved. Just easy. It's just you're gonna have to watch the sprays on this and the aside. You don't want to go ham on the sprays of those fragrances, but nonetheless, it is appropriate for school, whether it's high school or college, and you will smell good, and people will tell you that you smell good. So, yeah, not necessarily maybe gonna wreck any homes, but women do tend to like all of these fragrances that I have laid out here. I've gotten lots of compliments from women on them. No crazy stories, so to speak, but women love them. All right, last but not least, from the house of, don't bore her, Dior her. It is Dior Savage, the EDT, the original. This is a homewrecker of a fragrance. It's just common. It's a common fragrance, but nonetheless, this is fragrance. This is a fragrance that women love the smell of. They love the scent profile of it. They just do. Young women, old women. Now, the only problem with this is you're not going to stand out. Well, yes, you will, and no, you won't. You'll stand out because you're going to smell good. But it's not going to be a scent profile that women have not smelled before, whether it's in high school. I guess I shouldn't call them women, but I'm just speaking in general. It's going to be a profile that people are familiar with. So in that aspect, you're not going to be like just super unique, but in the aspect of you smell good, oh, this is going to do it. This is going to do it. And, you know, it's not a bottle that you're going to have to take with you, because if you spray yourself in the morning with this, 4 or 5 sprays, and then hit your shirt and your jeans with this, yeah, they're going to smell you pretty much throughout the day if it gets in the right type of fabric. So yeah, and if you just happen to be a high school student stumbling across this video, or a college kid stumbling across this video, don't leave your fragrances in the car. Don't leave your fragrances in the car. Take you know, an opportunity to order you some little 4 or 5 ml decants and decant your fragrance and take it with you. And that way you can leave your bottle safe at home. And another thing, you know, talking about college kids, a lot of times you're going to be in dorm rooms or sharing apartments. You don't want a bunch of high-end, high-profile fragrances around, because your buddies may just see them and pick them up and walk off with them. So if they walk off with a $40 bottle of Savage, I mean, I know it retails for astronomical amount, but again, I hate to keep saying it, but Macari, you can pick up fragrances like this there all day for. I got this pre-COVID on Macari for $30, and it's a 60 ml, and it was pretty much it was more. It's more than half full now, so it was at least 80% full then. So you just have to shop. You just have to shop. Play your cards right. Look around. Shop. The scent profile, man. Blue, incense, smoky. It's a good fragrance. I don't wear it often because everybody else does, but it's a good fragrance, and I think a high school kid or a college kid would love it. I worked with a lot of high school guys, and they loved it. That was their favorite fragrance, Savage. So, all right, guys, that has been 7 fragrances from my collection that I think will be great to start the school year off with. My sub that requested a video like this, I hope you found this informative and useful. So, all right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to get off of here, do a little bit of editing, set this so it can come up. I don't know what day it is you're going to see it. I'm trying to shoot videos way ahead so I can keep y'all entertained and keep y'all rolling. So with that being said, I'm going to jump off of here. Funny note though, I'm smelling that Assad mixed with that Savage, and it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here now. I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.